All right, welcome back. Today, it's paint day, so we're back working on the cat Slingshot. I'm gonna spin you around and show you what color we're gonna paint it and the steps I'm gonna take to paint the bike. So, let's get into it. And the camera never turns off. Alright, got the cat back up on the table. Got the rear wheels, some brake parts, foot pegs, powder coated the other day. Got the rear sprocket, I just sanded it down real good, put some clear on it, because it also is, this outside edge is the brake also. So, didn't want to powder coat it and then realize that the powder coat's not going to work on the brake, because on this particular model, this outside edge is also your brake disc. So, got the front end back from the chromer, so we're going to get the frame and then the fan shroud, some other small tin pieces painted today. Take a opportunity with the great weather we got outside. So this is what we're going to go with. So already got self-etching primer, blasted the frame already. I didn't show that, figured I'd bore you off that, but I got the frame all sandblasted, cleaned up, got it in self-etching primer. And today what we're going to do is we're going to lay a base coat of gold down. This is a metallic gold for a base. Then the finished top color is going to be this anodized green. See if I can get it down here or to zoom in. Probably so. It's anodized green. Let's see if I can spin you around and give you a part number. Probably won't show up. It might show up on there, but it's a MC203 anodized green. Trying to look through the camera and read at the same time with glasses. So, yeah, MC203 anodized green. That's going to be the top coat. Pretty color silver or green. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And then to finish it off, we're going to use the 2K primer. I've used this stuff before. It's pretty good. I think it's really good. You got the plunger in the very top. You got to take the plunger, plunge the bottom of the can. I'll show you all that when we get to that part if you've never used it. Follow the instructions on the can, shake it really good for a minute, plunge the clear into it, shake it for another minute, then you're good to go. But it's got a shelf life of like, I don't know, a few hours or a day or something like that, maybe a day. But anyway, very good stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. We can get everything hung in the paint booth. Oh, also got your respirator so we're not breathing any paint fumes in. So, we're going to get this stuff hung up, make sure I got all the tin pieces so I get everything painted at one time. And so, let's get to painting. Alright, got the gold ready, got it shaken up. I got the parts all lined up here. I think I got everything. There's going to be the top air cleaner cover, part of the fan shroud or blower housing. You got the fan shroud, got the frame up here. Got everything. I went over it with the tack cloth, what they call a cheesecloth. Make sure I got all the dust and everything off all the parts, so we should be good. Got new filters going on, so I'm fixing to close up the doors. Not going to film it, but I'm going to get the gold down, and then we'll come take a look at it. It's kind of dark, ain't it? Anyway, we'll get the, how about we just turn on the lights? Yeah, there you go. Good thinking. All right, so let's get the gold on it. We'll come back and take a look at it here in just a second. All right, we got the gold laid down. It's been about almost an hour. Give it a good dry time. Temperature's pretty warm outside. Plus, I put a little makeshift heater in here to kind of heat it up. So it's probably like 85, 90 degrees in here. Help drop the process. So I kind of looked it over. Everything looks pretty good. So now we're going to lay the green, the final coat. I think everything looks good. Let's see. Yep, kind of went over it, checked all the underneath, laid underneath the bottom of it, make sure everything looked good. So I think we'll be back in business. So let's shake some green up and make this thing really sparkle. Alrighty, we got all the green laid down. Turned out pretty good. It's been out here cooking in the paint booth. Got the heater going, so it's nice and toasty in here, but it all turned out pretty good. I don't know how it's going to show up on camera, but just to let y'all know, these are the parts that I painted. I got the frame, the fan shroud or blower housing, whatever you like to call it, the other part of the fan shroud, and the old school air cleaner. And I got 1 can of gold and 1 can of the green. I just did real light coats, make sure everything was covered good. So 1 can of each, the gold and the green, got it done. So now we're going to turn the heater off, turn the fans on, turn my exhaust system works pretty good. We got green filters. But anyway, so we're gonna hit it with now is the 2K. And if you ain't ever used this stuff, it says shake it up real good for a minute. Then you take the plunger out of the top of the cap. If it zooms in, take that little plunger out of the top of the cap, just like so. And you'll flip the can upside down, and you'll put it right on the end of this little stem. Zoom in there. Around pop that stem, and you want to press down real firmly, and you'll hear it, you know, puncture the inside of the clear, which activates everything. Then you want to shake it really good for like another minute, is what the can says. I usually shake it a good 2 minutes till my arm's about ready to fall off, and then you're ready to go. So I already got that shaken up. So we're gonna plunge it, activate it, shake it for another 2 minutes, and get everything a real nice gloss finish. So let's get to it. Alright, I thought I'll throw y'all a little quick clip in here. This is how I went about fixing the front end. It was still a little bit on the tweak side, but what I did is I went ahead and cut the lowers off right there where the factory weld is. Whoa, get out of the way, dropping stuff. Drilled a hole there, drilled a hole on the other side. I think this is called rosette welding. That's what I'm calling it. This is a real pretty good sized thick piece that I got in there. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide this up, both them holes that get welded up. I got it strapped, got some little levels. I know this is kind of redneck looking, but I think it'll keep it pretty straight. So measure my distance here, which is this thickness here, once I got it all tightened down. The factory tubes that were in the end were kind of mushroomed a little bit. I just got them laying up here. So I'm trying to get my hands out of the way. So I got to get these lined up. Not really worried about the holes up there. I am going to try and keep them out where I can get to them easy on the outside, so I can get everything smoothed up so you won't see it. But I did cut the factory ends off that were on the lowers. You can see they're still kind of chrome. So I got to get these up here lined up, and hopefully everything will turn out right. Now I'm going to clamp all of it. I'm just going to give everything a tack, let it cool down, keep it clamped, see how it looks. Once it cools off, I'll actually take it off, unclamp everything, take it off, and double check it. Do have the neck bolt in here so I can keep the top tree and the bottom tree, you know, this part here from, you know, walking or whatnot, because it's actually loose. I cleaned all the welds down, so it's basically just slid on there. I was able to actually move this plate up and down where I wanted it, so I needed to keep it in the same measurement here for the neck bolt. But so I'll put the bolt back in it so to keep everything true. So this is my attempt to redoing the front end. So we'll see what it looks like whenever we got it welded up. That way I can try and get this thing in line at the crumbler. So let's let me cross my fingers. All right. Well, I got it all welded up. Everything looks good and square. Took measurements all over the place, here and there, blah, 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 you know, all that good stuff. So I still got a little bit of cleaning up to do on the welds, but in all, I think it's going to hold up just as good as a factory set. I put those pieces that I cut and put inside here, they're like 6 inches long, so I got 3 at the top, about 3 hanging down the bottom, so I think we ought to be good to go. Anyway, so now a little bit more cleaning up to do, and it's off to the chromer. Alright, we're going to go out here and take a gander, see how the green turned out. So let's go take a look at it. Unlock the door. Let's see. Let's turn these fans off so it won't be too noisy. Alright, that's probably a little bit better. Alright. Lighting's kind of odd in here, even though I got bright light. It's like it really doesn't. See if we can kind of get a different angle. Yeah, that laid down real nice. That's pretty. Yeah, 1986, all the numbers come out pretty good. model Titan coat are still in there. 86 model flathead we're going to stick on this Slingshot. Yeah, see if we can get a better picture there. Yeah, that laid down nice and pretty. Get it out in the sun where you get the full effect. Yeah, laid down real good. No runs, no drips, no errors. Yeah, I like it. Lighting's kind of doesn't really show it through the camera in here, but anyway, got all the parts painted. Ow, just whacked my head. Dang it. I'm just tearing myself up today. Just whacked my head. Busted another knuckle. Anyway, where was that? Oh yeah, got everything painted, so looks pretty good. So we're gonna let this sit in here, plug the heater in, keep it nice and warm till it all cures real good. And I did read the can on this stuff, and once you puncture the clear, you have 48 hours to use this stuff. So once again, it took me 1 can of gold, 1 can of the green anodized, and the 1 can of the clear coat. So in case y'all want to know how much paint and whatnot it took, 1 can of each. All right, we're gonna let this sit here and get happy, and we'll get back onto putting the rest of it together while this is doing its thing and curing.